There is a new push underway in Sacramento to crack down on unlicensed locksmiths who gouge unsuspecting customers.
Michael Finney was instrumental in getting some reforms passed a few years ago, and he's here now with a 7 on Your Side update for us.
Looks like some more reforms coming our way, potentially. A law authored by Assemblywoman Fiona Ma in 2008 raised the fine for unlicensed locksmith activity tenfold to $10,000, and it provided a means for consumers to get restitution. Now there's a new movement underway to give the state greater enforcement powers. Randy Reed looks over the pockmarks left by a locksmith in the door jamb of the Nepomuceno family. They hired a locksmith last month when heiress Nepomuceno's wife, Marisol, was locked out on a Saturday morning. The president of the Locksmith Association says the basic lockout should have been easy and inexpensive.
Well, the fact that he used an air wedge is kind of unprofessional on a residential because it can damage the door and the jamb.
Randy says the bill should have run no more than $125, even for a Saturday morning. Marisol's husband, Eris, says he paid nearly 3 times that amount.
I think for her it was a little more intimidating. I mean, you know, the fact that there were 2 gentlemen here, and in the sense that she probably didn't want to anger them by trying to challenge and saying not to pay the price.
Randy says in an emergency, many people tend to hire a locksmith based on an internet or phone book search. But some locksmiths we found had phony addresses, making them difficult to track down if you have a complaint. One locksmith found on Google Maps listed an address belonging to a Japanese dollar store, and another supposedly was at a florist. Google says it's aware this goes on, but points out the practice predates Google and encourages users to flag a listing by going to its Report a Problem tool on the Place page. The Nepomucenos hired a company called Pick Squad using a similar internet search. We found this promotional video for the company posted on YouTube. What looked like a storefront in the video is anything but. When we went to the address on the bill, we found a residence. A check of public records also found that Pick Squad is currently unlicensed. Our calls to the company went unanswered. Complaints about unlicensed and unethical locksmiths to 7 on Your Side have decreased dramatically since we ran this undercover sting back in 2007.
It's supposed to be $820 plus tax $70, $890.
It's running a little bit more than I thought it would.
Hi, I'm Michael Finney from Channel 7 News. Can I see your locksmith license? Yeah. This locksmith was eventually arrested and pled guilty in a plea bargain. Now, this is important because that lock was an easy lock to pick, and you were unable to pick it. What kind of training do you have? Inspired by a series of 7 on Your Side stories, the legislature increased the fine for unlicensed locksmith activity tenfold to $10,000 in 2008. Now the state is moving to take enforcement to the next step. It's writing new regulations that would allow regulators to issue fines and citations without going through a district attorney.
This makes it easier for us to bring these people to account on a consistent basis and to hit them where it hurts, in the pocketbook.
The new regulation should be in place by the end of the year. We brought Eris's case to the attention of the State Bureau of Security and Investigative Services. Eris will get a full refund. And the state says Pick Squad is now in the process of completing its license application.
Thank you, Michael, very much.